Yo, hey, what's up? That's a good one. I'm so grateful that you said that. I guess we have India radio. It could, you know, I want to share on that. I've been hit so many times by a bunch of different things that, it's life, you have to understand your tools and how they work. And then what happens is with drugs and things, a lot, I think it's just other worlds hitting and other tools, It's like it's like last night I finally got back to Long Beach and I remember this guy bringing, I guess he was bringing his dreads to town or some shit. I don't know. And what happened was he was talking about all he can see is people dying. He doesn't know why he's being punished and stuff like that. And I was like, what a douchebag. Now he's a douchebag. But not, what happened was I guess he didn't understand gore or whatever. You know what I mean? Not everybody's into that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like they hit you with things that you don't know about, but it's about knowing about things. So it's like it's knowing the tools that you have, like, and how it works, and simulations, and the meanings of things. Like if you're a rock star, bro, fuck it. That gore shit is great, bro. You're bleeding for me, bro. Thanks for being a fan. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But I don't know, man. It's like I was thinking about like do you have to suffer, bro? Because the new person is suffering. You know what I mean? I was like, but having gone through it, it should give you immunities, bro. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't have to suffer, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Um, I don't know. I'm just like I died so many times, bro, and things have flipped on me and did all this crazy shit, and everybody got a turn, and I never did. So when it comes down to it, it's like everything has a tool, man. Everything has a way out, But when you don't understand that world, or you don't understand that topic, or you don't understand it, what happens is you feel discouraged because you have no control and you have no understanding of what's going on. So then it puts you in a position of being dumb, which I'm really grateful for. Somebody did that. Wow, did that last time. Hit you with, but you don't know. You know, that's why it's scary with like with the whole hits. It's like that, like if you don't know about like a worldly topic or something like gore or speed metal or something, like regardless of what it is, they hit you with it. And that shit sucks so bad, and so you go through it and you fall for it. And then after that you're like, oh, this happened already, this happened again. So it's like I guess we lived all the lives in town, and now we're like developing our own life in town because like it's just you know everything has a life. The college has a life path, like after you graduate and shit, and that's the college life. And then there's like the what's it called, the not going to college life. And it's just owning your own life and earning it your own way. That's what's going on for me. I just forget, I was gonna say something, but then I got interrupted with that. And that's what's going on. It's like me owning my own life and doing what I want to do, you know, versus the people that are living in their cells and living in one black body or living in one black guy or whatever. So it's hard to be an individual, because something has to power this up, and people like to live under people and people like to stay trapped. So, and there's cells and there's the, or they call it cause or gauze or whatever the fuck it is. I think it's God problems because that's just annoying. But that's why you have to be known, so you can have your own stuff, so you can have your own credit. But it is like once you've lived the lives in town, and there's no other lives to live, you have to live your own life. But it's like I've been trying to live my own life, bro, and everything keeps hitting me. Like they want me to be in their life, and their life sucks, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you've lived it already and you didn't want to live it. You know what I mean, bro? Who wants to live in other people's problems? And because maybe that lifestyle or that way of life doesn't suit me. I guess it's like dealing with local bodies, little, you know. And that's what happened last night was what are you gonna choose? I was like, man, I live in a community, and when you live in a community, there's more than one person. Like, it's like it's crazy. It's just dealing with everything. So yeah. But that was great. I guess like we've we got back to Long Beach, back to somebody else's problems, and I guess his problem was he didn't know Gore, and he was new, so everybody that was in town had to suffer his problem of Gore. But really, what I think it was the fact that he was probably wealthy in some way, and the only way to what's it called, to cause a struggle for him because he was able probably was to fill his mind with thoughts of gory shit, and that's what his disability was, otherwise he'd be perfect, or not perfect but able. And I think that was like the, his faith showing him like the bleeding and like him, like suffering for them, right? Through the annoyance, bro. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I called it a because I just had to get that off the chest because it created more problems. It was not his fault because he might have not known. But see, it's about knowing your tools and how they work. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that those annoyances, bro. They suck. And even when you're broke, bro, you get to suffer somehow. You know what I mean? It's just weird. So that's what it is. It's like, what are you about? What are these things? I'm about me living my own life. Having the ability to be happy and not be bothered. It's like it's weird. So that's what's going on. It's like there's a bunch of lives and they're all fake. They're all engineered. And you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. But having your own life and developing it so that you can have, it's really hard. Especially when there's like older fucks that have been here for fucking forever, that have been engineering your whole life, that can live your life in a second. that's how engineered your life is. It's crazy. It's very discouraging when you come to that realization that somebody engineered this whole life path, and then you have to go through it. And even if you decided that you wanted something else, you wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? Because you're living their life path or whatever. So then you got to figure out the way to be able to live your life and to be free. Because freedom isn't free because people like created like levels and like layers and shit to keep you from like doing stuff. It's like racketeering, I guess that's what you're going through. Social racketeering, because you get to hear and then a hit, you get to hear a hit, you get to hear a hit, and then eventually it's like fuck everybody, man. It's a matter of time before you want to get a gun and shoot people. You know what I mean? That's where it's gonna lead to. Like fuck, stop doing that shit. So yeah, so it's really crazy. So it's very discouraging, but you do have to understand your tools, bro. It's like art hits, it does hit. It's like everything has a hit. Everything that exists has a hit. So to exist, you have to get hit by everything. I guess art, medicine, religion, the soldier boy body, the fucking everything. And I've already lost everything in America, bro. Like to every fucking thing. And I'm like, getting to the point where I'm just like, all this fucking losing, dude. Like it doesn't get better because they just come up with new shit and new shit and new shit. And I'll never be free, bro. So I'm like, wow, I should take your life, bro. Because of the fact that's the only choice you have in this world. And then you're thinking to yourself, like, that's the only way out, bro. Because it seems like it just it's not for you, bro. Because somebody else engineered it yesterday, and fucking, they have to make their thing, and you're just living to support other people. And I'm like, fuck, and you don't even get to do wow, alcohol, do what you want, So so yeah, man, it's crazy, you know what I mean? And it's like, when am I gonna be free? When am I gonna be myself? It's like getting hit by youths and getting hit by religious things and getting hit by all this stuff and being pinned down so much of my life. Like I haven't done anything, and it's like, when is all that shit gonna stop? And then oh god, I'm just so tired of life, bro. Oh god, that's vodka, bro. Whew, shit. God damn it. Wow, and the nose and everything. Oh god damn. Oof, this is crazy. I'm suffering from people. That's what it is. I'm trying to stay positive in a negative world. That's what happens when you're a clean in a dirty place, or a good in a good and fair city. It's crazy. Oh my god, it's so terrible, man. Life is so terrible, man. It's just not even worth living because every day it seems like something has to show you you're a slave, bro. Because today's thing was